And on this Monday, March 31st, 2025 edition of Newsmakers, the death toll in last week's massive earthquake in Myanmar has passed 2,000. That's according to state media today. Rescuers and an activist group say the quake killed several hundred Muslims praying at mosques during Ramadan and 270 Buddhist monks crushed by a collapsing monastery. Myanmar was already one of the world's most challenging places for humanitarian organizations like Shoreline-based World Concern to operate because of civil war that displaced millions of people. Relief efforts are hampered by power outages, fuel shortages, and spotty communications, though a Microsoft AI analysis of Mandalay, Myanmar, not far from the epicenter of Friday's quake, is helping to pinpoint specific locations of damage. Satellite images show 515 buildings in Myanmar's second biggest city with 80 to 100% damage, and another 1,524 with between 20 and 80% damage. The U.S. Supreme Court appears to be leaning toward a Catholic charitable organization pushing back against the state of Wisconsin in the latest religious rights case to come before the court. The justices suggested the Catholic Charities Bureau should not have to pay unemployment taxes because the work of the Social Services Agency is motivated by religious beliefs, and the state exempts religious groups from the tax. The state argues the organizations don't qualify because their day-to-day work largely does not involve religious teachings, but Catholic Charities says it undertakes the work to help people because of their faith, and that should be enough to exempt them. Meanwhile, the High Court will hear a case out of South Carolina this week. Governor Henry McMaster issued an executive order in 2018 stopping Planned Parenthood from receiving Medicaid funding for non-abortion services. Planned Parenthood is challenging the order, arguing it makes it harder for Medicaid patients to seek health care. Supreme Court justices will hear arguments in the case on Wednesday. Doctors for Pope Francis are citing the 88-year-old pontiff's surprising improvement after surviving his life-threatening crisis. Tricia Thomas reports.
In a lengthy interview with Associated Press, the head of the Pope's medical team here at Gemelli Hospital in Rome, Professor Sergio Alfieri, said he met with the Pope at the Vatican on Wednesday and found the Pope in a much improved condition. He is breathing better and speaking much better. He also discussed some of the more difficult moments during the Pope's 5 weeks of recovery here at the hospital. He said in particular, when they risked losing him, his personal health assistant, Massimiliano Strepetti, made the decision that they should take decisive measures, even if that meant putting the Pope on dialysis could be the result. In the end, that wasn't necessary. He also said that Strepetti excluded intubation and total anesthesia. Tricia Thomas at Gemelli Hospital in Rome.
And that's Newsmakers for this Monday, March 31st, 2025 edition. I'm Keith Black.